So hello everybody, I am Samantha from Magical Medicine.
And then Maria.
Today we're going to be talking to you about the hidden cost of modern wellness. And this is a subject that is a very hot topic right now and very close to our hearts. And we have many women that we work with that are just fatigued by the constant need to keep up with the next trend, feeling like they're not good enough because they're not managing to fit it into their daily schedule. And then inevitably what happens is they stop, they burn out, they're unable to do it. And then what has that achieved?
I was also in that framework. You can do this, and because I'm very good at getting myself together, and I can do this mentality. It was not actually getting me healthier space. I would call it health burnout. That's where it took me there. And I'm in the wellness industry, so I know how to look after my body. So what can we say about a person who doesn't know what to do? And I still got myself with all the good intention and the willpower, doing yoga, doing all the right things. It just all of a sudden got so much that my body couldn't keep up with it. And then you look at other examples of other women who are doing that, and straight away the guilt and shame comes in. Like, she can do it, why can't I do it? I must be doing something wrong.
I can also completely relate to what you're saying. And this wanting to keep up with the new trend. Oh, that looks good, I should do that. Oh, that looks good, I should do that. There's so much information out there. That isn't actually a healthy way to go, because the body needs to stay in balance. And although something might seem good in a scientific study, it may not necessarily be good in high doses to be taken every single day for the rest of your life. It's that kind of thing. Everything in moderation, and like getting a proper understanding of what your unique body needs when it comes to any of these wellness trends. So in midlife, we've got our families, we've got our career, we've got a transition happening in our body. We're seeking ways to feel more energy, more energized. We're seeking ways to maybe alleviate bloating. We're seeking ways to help mask some of the symptoms that we have. And we're very vulnerable at this point to any marketer who is offering us solutions. And we see it all the time. People are taking too many things. It's affecting the way that they look, it's affecting their digestion, it's affecting their health, it's affecting their skin. The skincare industry, that's another one. Like, people coming to us that have such reactive skin because they're trying to make themselves not feel dull anymore and liven themselves up. So they're following the 10-step skincare routine, and it's eaten away at their skin barrier. And so, modern wellness trends and modern wellness, it can have a really negative effect. As much as we respect science, I think it has to be taken from a place of embodied longevity, which is our kind of messaging here. It's not just about your physiology. It's about all the different parts of yourself, including your mindset, including your ability to be able to cope.
Yeah, it's a vicious circle, and we are told that we need to manage it with supplements, with tracking our markers, and with applying more, doing more. And that creates even more stress, and that creates even more guilt and even more shame. I absolutely guarantee you that at some point you won't be able to do any more, because when all we want is a quick fix, quick solution like that, now, I want it now, it doesn't come from the respect from the body to the body often. But unless they invest in proper fixing the root cause of the problem and investing in proper care, from the calmness of your being, from understanding how everything affects, like how everything is interconnected, it doesn't do any good to track everything. Like, people are nowadays, like, it's really scary that people are tracking their sleep, their pulse, their breathing rate. What does that do?
And you lose the connection with your own body and how you're feeling. You're looking to something else to tell you how you're feeling, basically. You're handing all your power over. The next level of taking people's power away. It wasn't enough to be conditioned from a very young age that this is the belief system, this is it, da, 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 da. Now it's like, now we're actually going to go inside of what's happening in your body and tell you what's happening.
I think that's another interesting thing, because many Western people, they're well educated, very intelligent. Ayurveda calls them Pitta people, and it really gives their mind something to do. So, okay, so today I will look at my readings from my pulse machine, from my sleep machine, from this one. It gives extra for the mind to process, and then everything happens in the head, and it creates another layer of stress and dependency. And then when the issue is when something goes wrong and you're not happy with your tracker's results, what do you do then?
Yeah.
You don't even have a solution. Then you have to what? You're going to go to that company and say, okay, so my sleep is not good enough. So, and then you start taking supplements, one supplement, then second supplement, and then
And then we
creating,
overload the liver.
yeah, creating another imbalance in your body, rather
Yeah.
than that integrated approach where if your mind is balanced, then you will have less stress. When your mind is balanced, then you will not be coming from that stress.
I think just talking on from what you've just said, like as we get to a certain point in our life, so let's say we're taking midlife, maybe it's before menopause, it might perimenopause, postmenopause, like that kind of, age 35 onwards. What starts to happen, and we see it all the time, is you might have been doing things like that. You might have just been on the go all the time, but your body just won't allow you to continue that way. Something just stops functioning the same way, especially when you're in menopause, perimenopause. The body is much less tolerant of what it used to tolerate, and it shows up on the skin, in how you're feeling in the body, in your energy levels, because the body is actually changing what's happening is a transition. So it's going from one way of operating into another way of operating. It's a change of operating system in a way. It's like an upgrade. I like to call it an upgrade, not a downgrade. It's an upgrade for sure. And so we are looking for new ways to care for our body. And so we're very susceptible at this age group to be wanting to try all these things that people that are being marketed at us, that will fix us, that will make us feel better. And in some cases it may well be doing that. And we're not saying don't try it, of course, if you're wanting to try it, but be aware that what your body really needs, it needs nourishment, and it needs a different way of caring for it. And actually what we've come to find with our years of experience and the embodied longevity concept is that actually it needs you to slow down, and it needs you to listen, and it needs you to ground yourself into your body, to embody yourself. I know that sounds weird, but everyone's up in their head. To come into your body, you're slowing down enough to actually assess the situation.
Then you can then listen fully, because there always will be a few options for a solution that you want. You will have a few options. So what you can do when you are in that empowered state, when you're actually connected to yourself and you know how you feel, from there you can listen to other people, what they're offering, what they're suggesting, and take that from that empowered state, because many people are offering really great things as well. So we're trying to come up here and say, like, don't listen to anybody, everybody's wrong, us, we are right, yeah, listen to us. We're just saying, yes, there are great solutions, absolutely. But when you will be in this state of presence and the right state of mind, then the other solutions also may be helpful, but you will be able to assess them from a different place.
See through the noise, I
Yeah.
think, is what you're
And then,
saying.
exactly. And then it's like decluttering in the house. And in the same way we address our health and well-being and our longevity, some things are just noise. Some things are not needed in our life, and they just create more anxiety, more stress. Another thing can be very useful, but when you are in that present state, then you'd be able to decide, and also you will be able to reflect on your experience. If you listen to yourself fully, how your body feels, then you will know, is that solution doing any good to you?